Our story begins on the streets of Los Angeles. Late at night, a heavy armored truck rolls through the city. This isn't just any vehicle. It's the kind used to transport millions of dollars in cash between banks. Inside, 4 armed security guards ride along, 2 up front, 2 in the back. Then, the truck pulls over. Not because of trouble, not because of orders, just because the guards are hungry. 2 of them hop out and head into a nearby donut shop, leaving the other 2 inside to watch the truck. Classic mistake. Within moments, a sleek black car rolls up. 4 figures step out, all wearing masks, all moving with military precision. The moment the 2 guards come back out with their food, they're met with guns pointed directly at their faces. One of the guards still inside the truck spots the threat. He acts fast, radios for police. But one of the masked men is already at the truck's window. He tells the guard to get out. The guard refuses, so the robber pulls out a rope, hooks it through a drilled hole in the glass, and attaches it to a vehicle, and rips the entire window out. The guard tries to run. He doesn't make it. A gunshot. He's down. Seconds later, police sirens. A firefight breaks out, and here's where things get interesting. These robbers aren't flinching. They're moving tactically, covering each other, neutralizing threats with terrifying efficiency. These aren't ordinary criminals. These are ex-military. Before the backup units arrive, one of their crew calls in on comms, "Get out now! More cops incoming!" They load up, steal the truck, and before they leave, they plant a bomb and blow the crime scene apart. No fingerprints, no evidence, nothing. They vanish. Back at their hideout, the team changes out of their gear. The crew's leader, Roy, is furious. The plan was simple. Take the truck quietly, no casualties. Instead, they've killed police officers. Now every cop in the city will be hunting them. But here's the twist that catches us off guard. The truck they stole? It was completely empty, not a single dollar inside. And they knew that before they stole it. This was never about the truck. The truck is just a tool for something much bigger. One of Roy's crew, a sharp and calculating man named Tony, speaks up. He suggests they send someone back to the crime scene to observe, to see who's handling the investigation. Roy agrees. He sends a team member named Bosco to scout the scene and report back. Meanwhile, we meet Detective Nick, a reckless, no-nonsense cop with a reputation for bending rules and breaking cases. Everyone calls him a police thug, but no one can deny his results. He's also a mess in his personal life. Tonight, he sneaks through his own window at home, clearly been somewhere he shouldn't have. He opens the fridge, starts eating. His wife walks in. Things are already tense between them. Then it gets worse. Nick accidentally sends a text, meant for his girlfriend, to his wife instead. She reads it, grabs the kids, walks out. Nick tries to stop her. She's done listening. Left alone on the couch, Nick gets a call. Officers down, armored truck stolen. He heads straight to the scene. At the crime scene, Nick studies every detail. Sharp eyes, quick mind. He asks the key question, what was in the truck? Answer, nothing. It was empty. Nick goes quiet. Why would someone kill cops and blow up a scene for an empty truck? He starts thinking out loud. These people are planning something bigger, something much bigger. He asks for CCTV footage. No fingerprints? No problem. He'll find another way. Bosco, watching from the shadows, photographs Nick and his team. He sends the photos to Roy. Roy does his research. What he finds concerns him deeply. Detective Nick doesn't follow orders, doesn't play politics. Once he's locked onto a case, he doesn't stop until it's solved. Roy knows they're in trouble. Meanwhile, Nick builds his profile. He tells his team, pull every ex-military guy who's done time. Cross-reference with Los Angeles robberies in the last 3 months. The name that comes up, Roy, former US Army, convicted of murder, recently released from prison. And the robberies? They started the same week he got out. Nick is convinced. Roy is the man. Roy has a crew, and Roy has a plan. Nick gets another lead. Roy has a close associate named Tony, a bartender at a local bar. Nick heads there. He sits at the bar, casual, drinks, makes conversation. Tony has no idea who he's talking to. But when Tony's shift ends and he gets to his car, Nick is waiting. One punch. Tony goes down. When Tony wakes up, he's in an unknown location. Nick's team is there, music playing, girls dancing nearby. Nick sits Tony down and starts asking questions. Tony plays dumb, denies everything. Nick isn't impressed. He sends the girls away, grabs Tony by the throat. "I'm not taking you to jail. I'm going to keep you here until you talk." Tony talks. He admits he's the getaway driver, nothing more. He doesn't know the plans in advance. He's only told the night before each job. He gets paid his cut and sent away. Nick makes him a deal. Go back, report to us, and stay free. Tony agrees, or at least pretends to. Roy takes his crew to scout their next mark. From a rooftop overlooking the city, he points to a massive building below, the Federal Reserve Bank of Los Angeles, the biggest bank in the city, never successfully robbed. 57 attempts, all failures, all deaths. The security is suffocating. If anyone stares at the building for more than 2 minutes from outside, guards come out to check. But Roy has already figured it out. Back at the hideout, he lays out the plan. Every day, this bank processes between $500 to $700 million in cash, collected from every smaller bank in the city. Counting machines sort through the money and identify old, damaged, worn-out bills. Those bills get their serial numbers deleted from the system, and then shredded, gone forever. Every day, roughly $30 million gets destroyed this way, and because the serial numbers are already wiped, that money can never be traced. Roy's plan: steal the $30 million before it gets shredded. His crew listens. Someone asks the obvious question, "How do we get inside?" Roy smiles. We walk in through the back door. Tony gets a job as a delivery boy at a restaurant next to the bank. A woman inside the bank orders food. Tony takes 2 packages, delivers one, and uses the visit to get himself a building access card at the front desk. Then he slips into the bathroom. He hides a sealed package above the ceiling panel. When he exits, Nick's team spots him. They report back to Nick. Nick can't believe it. There's no way they're going after the Federal Reserve. That's impossible. But he's worried because he knows Roy is exactly crazy enough to try. That same evening, Roy takes his crew to a restaurant. Tony is there too. Then Nick walks in. Tony freezes. Roy and the others are watching. Nick approaches Tony and casually says, "Hey, I know you. We met at the gym, right? What are you doing here?" Nick wants Roy to suspect Tony. It works. That night, Roy drags Tony back to the hideout at gunpoint. "How do you know that cop? What did you tell him?" Tony keeps his cool. He tells them he got picked up briefly, but gave them nothing useful. Just confirmed he was the driver. Then Roy does something unexpected. He tells Tony, "Go back to Nick. Tell him we're doing the job on Friday. Tell him nothing will stop us." Tony argues. Roy insists. Tony leaves. When Tony reaches Nick, he delivers Roy's message and adds his own frustration. "You almost got me killed. These people are way smarter than you think." Nick asks where the job is going down. Tony says he doesn't know yet, but he'll find out and call the night before. Nick decides to dig another way. Nick finds out Roy has a girlfriend working at a club. He goes there, gets close to her, and gets her talking. She tells him the next target, Pico Rivera Bank. Nick is relieved. The Federal Reserve is off the table, it seems. But that's exactly what Roy wanted her to say. Roy had instructed her to feed Nick that information. The Pico Rivera robbery is real, but it's not the end goal. It's just step 1, Friday arrives. Roy's crew storms Pico Rivera Bank. Within minutes, all customers and staff are hostages. Roy forces the manager to call police and deliver demands. $10 million. A helicopter. No police visible outside. Outside, Nick and his team take position. Local police units flood in, too. Nick argues with them over jurisdiction. Inside, Roy watches from a window. Too many cops. He orders one of his men to take a woman to a back room and fire a shot to create panic. The gunshot echoes outside. Police go on high alert. The bank manager calls in, "They just shot someone. Get them the money and the helicopter, now." But Nick is suspicious. Something feels off. Meanwhile, the crew's hacker, Mac, has already hijacked the Federal Reserve's communication lines. He calls Roy's men inside Pico Rivera. The transfer window is open. Load the vault cash now. Every dollar gets loaded onto a truck, the same armored truck they stole weeks ago, repainted and disguised. Then they detonate a charge inside, creating a massive blast. Police outside think it's the vault being cracked open. But Nick watches the drainage system. He knows that sound. That's a tunnel. Nick rushes inside. The hostages are fine. The gunshot was a blank. The woman is unharmed. It was all a show. Down below, a massive hole in the floor. They used the sewer line. Roy and one associate are already gone, driving the disguised truck straight to the Federal Reserve Bank. Mac calls the Federal Reserve guards from a spoofed line. "We have a transfer arriving shortly. Expect the truck." Roy and his associate, dressed as guards, pull up to the Federal Reserve's back entrance. Fake IDs, a call ahead, no suspicion. The truck is waved in. Inside one of the money crates they bring in, Tony, hidden and waiting. The crates are taken to the counting department. Guards tell Roy's men to wait outside while counting takes place. The moment the guards step away, Bosco cuts the power from a floor below he'd already slipped into. Darkness. Every worker evacuates the counting room to wait for power restoration. Tony is now alone inside the counting room. He activates a strobing light, blinding every camera in the room. Then he moves fast. He stuffs bags full of old, worn-out bills. The ones already counted, serial numbers deleted, flagged for destruction. Bills with zero traceability. He throws bag after bag into the trash bins. The plan: the trash gets collected, taken outside, and the crew picks it up. Clean. Guards notice the cameras are down. They head toward the counting room. Roy radios Tony. "Wrap it up. Guards incoming." Tony stuffs the last bag, pops open a ventilation panel, and disappears into the ducts, just as the guards walk in. Guards count the money in the crates. Everything checks out. The Pico Rivera cash is all there. Nothing missing because Tony stole from the destruction pile, not from the incoming transfer. Guards wave Roy's crew out. Mission complete. Tony moves through the ventilation system to the spot where he'd hidden that package days ago, above the bathroom ceiling. Inside, a courier uniform and ID. He drops down, walks out the front, delivers food to the same woman who'd ordered it, and strolls out of the Federal Reserve like any other delivery boy. Guards let him through without question. Outside, the trash truck rolls away carrying bags filled with $30 million in untraceable cash. Roy and his associate follow behind in a vehicle. But at an intersection, two identical trash trucks appear. The drivers signal each other and split in different directions. Roy loses track. He follows the wrong truck. Nick's team spots Tony on the street. They grab him. Nick beats the truth out of him. Tony gives up Roy's location. Nick's team intercepts Roy's vehicle. A brutal firefight breaks out in the middle of the city. Bosco is shot in the neck, dead. Roy kills the officer who shot him. Then another crew member goes down. Roy is alone. He runs. Nick chases him across rooftops and containers. Nick shoots him. Roy is badly wounded but keeps moving. Finally, cornered behind a car, Roy raises his gun at Nick. Nick fires first. Roy doesn't get back up. The chase is over. The crew is finished. All except one. Nick returns to his car. Tony is gone. He'd slipped out of the cuffs and vanished. Nick opens the bags in Roy's car trunk. Trash. Literal garbage. Roy had grabbed the wrong truck. He died for a bag of rubbish. The Federal Reserve audit comes in. Not a single dollar missing. The FBI closes the case. But Nick can't let it go. Days later, he stares at the one face still unaccounted for. Tony. Nick goes back to Tony's bar. The owner says Tony quit and left 2 days ago. Then Nick notices something on the wall. A photo of a football team. Tony is in it. So is Mac, the hacker. So is the driver of the real cash truck, the one that left the Federal Reserve with the actual payout. A man police never once looked at. Nick steps outside. He looks left. Right there, right next to the bar, stands the Federal Reserve Bank of Los Angeles. Everything clicks. Tony wasn't just the driver. Tony was the mastermind. Working as a bartender right beside the bank, Tony spent months befriending Federal Reserve employees. Got them drinking, got them talking. Learned the vault schedules, the counting cycles, the trash removal times, everything. He also recruited the bank's own garbage truck driver, the guy who'd collect the trash bags full of stolen cash. Tony engineered the entire operation. He used Roy's military crew as muscle, and as a distraction, he used Nick's police investigation as cover. He played everyone, and the money he stole, it doesn't exist in any system. No serial numbers, no records, completely invisible. Nick knows the truth now, but he has zero evidence. He can't arrest Tony, can't even prove a crime was committed. Tony won. London, a new city, a new bar. Tony is behind the counter, smiling, polishing glasses, serving drinks. Right next door to his bar, a diamond exchange company. A company employee walks in. Tony slides a drink across the bar, on the house. The same charm, the same patience, the same smile. Tony's already planning his next job. And that, my friends, is the story of the most brilliant heist you never saw coming. Tony didn't rob a bank. He made the bank's trash disappear and walked away with $30 million that technically never existed. The real lesson? The most dangerous person in the room is never the one holding the gun. It's the one who figured out the plan 3 years before anyone else even arrived. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe, hit the like button, and drop in the comments. Did you see Tony's twist coming? Or did he fool you too?